So we're reacting to some stuff that viewers sent me again today here. So it's just kind of cool stuff from Instagram and things like that.
I really like this first one.
Yeah, I've had a number of these bats on me.
I like this one. This one's cool. It's a little different than some of the ones you see.
Yeah, he's more of a side profile. Usually it's a dead on. Right?
Yeah.
He looks a little crazy.
I like it. I
like
the
his
crazed
split tongue.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like the little bit of brown. I like this one. I got nothing bad to say. I think this person has a lot of nice work though. It looks like a lot of little cute
Yeah, I mean, it's
little bangers.
They're probably all by the same artist or similar quality artists. Usually, if you're willing to pay good money for a small tattoo, it's usually you'll have a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Whereas when you see it the other way around, you know. But yeah, no, I really like it. I think it's cool. I think they could have done a little bit more dark shading in some of the teeth to make the stand out a little more depth, but that's just a nitpick. Mm-hmm. But I want more of these. I'm interested in getting at least one more bat somewhere on me at some point. I've had tons of bat tattoos.
Right? I would love to have a little bat like that.
I had 3 Neotrad bats. One on my calf, one on my thigh.
My tattoo hiatus for the summer is really burning deep right now. I'm I just want to
you haven't gone
so
swimming
bad.
once. So it's what's the point? I haven't been swimming in 13 years.
As soon as I get a tattoo, they're going to be like, let's go swimming. And I'm going to be like, oh.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. But yeah, no, I want to do at least one more of those, maybe 2 more of those, Neotrad bat faces.
Yeah.
I really, really like them. I was trying to get you to put one on your throat forever. I still think you should have done it.
I mean, we could put it on the back.
Missed opportunity. No, full throat bat tattoo.
No, I like my moth.
That's what I would do right now if I had no neck tattoo. I would do a big Neotrad bat.
No, I think the moth works. The moth works really well.
But yeah, no, that one's really, really cool. I like the split tongue a lot, and I like how nutty he looks.
Yeah.
So very fun.
Pretty crazed little vampire bat.
Yeah.
I like this one is really well done and really funny.
I've seen this one tons of times. I seen it on my Explore page. I had people send this to me.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I really like that they used the blue line for the cat.
Yeah.
Just to differentiate him from because obviously he's not actually a tattoo, right? That's the idea here.
But the whole thing is a tattoo. Sorry.
He's having some kind of existential crisis.
The tattoo is having an existential crisis.
Yeah, no, I think that the person who does these does all kinds of these, little fun one-offs.
I think this is, super funny. I think it's really well done.
I also think that, that this will actually age really well. Sometimes people are worried about how these, little line-style tattoos will age, but, the weights and the spacing is enough. Even not bringing the lines down all the way to that the cushion line on that couch.
Well, I think that line will stay visible.
There's actually some really, really slick tricks going on in here. Mm-hmm. And the only place that will possibly should blur together.
The suit.
The suit.
Yeah.
Right? Because if that blurs together, it looks even more like a suit.
Yeah, and I think they probably were thinking that when they were tattooing it, maybe more subconscious than we're giving them credit for, but I would like to think...
I don't think so at all. I think this is when you're this artist and you do these all the time.
Yeah.
It's you know exactly what that tattoo is going to do.
Well, when Alex plans tattoos like this, when she does little line style stuff, I've heard her say I'm gonna space these lines out because they're gonna age, it's smart tattooing.
It's also if you look at the density of the line at the very bottom of the seats, the whatever
couches, chairs,
couch legs, chair legs, where the black is run together.
Yeah,
it's creating such a nice depth effect.
Yeah,
that most people just look at this tattoo, they'll have no appreciation for what that does to lift this tattoo.
Right, all the little things.
They didn't have much in their arsenal, right? When you commit to this style, you have to take it 100%, and so you can't work with shading. Right? It's all lines. And then you have to figure out, okay, so I have a liner.
Yeah.
Right? How do I create depth? And they did it. They did it very well. Same as the hard line on the couch at the top. Right? There's a lot to be loved here. There really is.
I know.
I would never get this. They've got no place for this, but for what it is, it's really, really, really nice tattoo.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And then always, I've seen this a few times. I love this.
Yeah, so like this would be pretty hard to do.
Well, especially in the black and gray scale.
Yeah.
I think this would be a bit easier in color, and I say a bit easier very lightly because I've seen someone do a tattoo like this on you, and they did it quite well.
I had 2 of them. They took forever.
Yeah, but they did them well. They were nicely done.
Well, you have to respect the style, and if you don't, it doesn't look right.
Well, exactly.
Because like those were gridded out. So like what I mean by gridded out is each square, each pixel was a square.
Yeah.
So like each individual pixel got saturated, and there were a lot of little tones in there when it was in color because like there are different shades, believe it or not, in these pixel art guys. And if you don't do it that way, then it just looks like wrong, you know? You can see it here that they gridded it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I think they really, and like even these like little kind of like, I don't even, shadow steamy lines, whatever. Like
that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because like when that heals, like you got to trust your wash.
Oh.
And it's like, how are you going to be sure that something that's barely there fresh is going to be at all there healed? You know?
Well, and that's been a conversation I've been having a lot in the shop.
And like a weaker tattooer wouldn't have even bothered with those. They would have just left them out.
No, but I think it's going to heal nicely.
Oh, it's going to be there.
And I would love to get a pixelated Pokemon tattoo, but
even like the line, it's not all lined with just black.
No.
Right? Like there are things in here
grays
that don't look lined, but they're just like light gray lines.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool to look at, like close up.
Yeah.
This is where if you're like a nerd for like tattoo technique, like these are, see, most people will just look at this and they'll just be like, oh, that's kind of cool, and they'll just be on with it. But like,
as like a technician would be like, yeah, this is nicely done.
There's so much cool shit going on in here.
Yeah.
And people don't understand just how much work goes into this. You would tell someone the amount of time this took, and they would be like, why?
Ugh.
It's like, yeah, you got no appreciation for the art form.
Yeah.
You could do this with your day, or you could do a giant black and gray portrait.
Like even looking at the stencil.
Yeah.
My brain hurts looking at this stencil.
But it has to be done that way.
Yeah.
And you know what? They even saved some time in some places.
Yeah, because
they could have made it even more technical.
They did block some of their pixels together.
They blocked a lot of it.
Yeah, which, I mean, it still worked out. But man, oh man.
But imagine lining all of those out. Now you got to get in there with a fucking tiny-ass needle and shade each one of them individually. And you have to have a acute focus on the detail, right? Like you have to be acutely aware of each different shade and where it should go, because if one of them is off, it's going to stand out. So that's like laser focus tattooing.
It hurts my brain.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at this next one.
So yeah, I do kind of like this. It's very, very busy.
It's busy, but I really like it.
I would like it more with 2 black sleeves. Right, like his arms should be less busy, and so this thing can show off.
I really like the whatever this like weird background behind him is, like this like galaxy thing. I don't know why I like it.
I like that a lot more than I like the orange fire.
And I love that I think the fire would have been cooler.
Green fire would have been cooler.
Green. I like that he's ripping through this like wizard though.
I don't like that they avoided the nipple there for some reason. That should be blue.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason for that.
I feel like, and the other nipple is so well camouflaged, and then all of a sudden the other side we have a blue nipple.
Yeah, I like the skeleton coming through. Probably would have made the skeleton a little bigger and the background a little smaller. And I hate the scoop neck. I fucking hate that finish. I really hate how that scoop neck finishes there. That looks like, it just looks so incomplete to me.
Right.
Like, that's not where a chest tattoo should end.
Yeah. Some people have jobs that there are still
He's
people.
got hand tattoos.
I know. Okay.
What are we talking about? Come on now.
You're right.
There's no need for that. Bring that background up a little higher. What the fuck are we doing here? There's no need for that.
I know. Maybe a little bit of laziness or something. I don't even know.
I mean, everything that's in here looks cool.
Maybe he said he wanted it to look like a cool shirt. Like, I don't know. I just really think like the concept of this piece is really neat.
It's just very, very busy. Like, it's very hard to tell what's in that ball.
It's a dragon.
I know it's a dragon. If you look close, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
But like, he's so fucking small in there.
The thing that was hard for me to like find was the wizard. I could see the hands, and then I saw a mouth, and then I saw another mouth. And I was
the
like,
wizard's just like, you know, especially because he's like split in two.
And
right?
he's not lined the same way. Like he
No,
was purposely done as a background element.
Well, this looks like a trad tattoo, but it doesn't really have trad line weights everywhere.
Yeah.
Right, that's a strange thing. I think they were going to try and get the fire and the lightning down the bottom out in the front or something. I don't know if that was their intention.
I think it was.
I think the skull should be the boldest part of this tattoo because he's peeking forward. He should be in front of everything.
Yeah.
And same thing, the wizard should be at least somewhere in the mix because he's just getting lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the sleeves make it even harder to read.
Well, the sleeves are really busy.
People don't understand this, but like when you look at a whole body and focus like this, all at a glance, it's like the sleeves do something to the torso, and same as the back piece. Mm-hmm. They can frame it in a certain way, and this takes away from the torso. Obviously, when you're wearing a shirt, it won't matter, but it's very, very busy. It's hard to read.
Yeah.
The only thing that's readable is the fire in the skull. But it's like cool work. It's just so fucking much.
It is a lot.
And it's not just that it's a lot, because I do like a lot. I like busy, detailed stuff, but it's just like all over the place, right? Like it's like fucking full-on panic attack.
It is a little panic attacky for sure. Yeah, I agree.
It's like I want everything. Somebody help me.
All right.
So yeah, then we got this. Not so bald eagle. I guess he's got some hair down there. Big old ball sack.
I don't get it. Why? Why does he have balls?
Oh, because he's a badass. He's a baller. He's tough. I don't know. He's that guy. I don't know.
Bald.
He's a bald eagle,
Eagle,
right? Like
I guess.
But he's not, like, there's some hair there, right? So not quite bald.
I don't know if I get the joke quite.
It's a
but
bald
anyways,
eagle.
yeah, I know.
He's bald.
I just don't,
What's to
I
get?
don't see why we would do this.
Well,
He's
why
like
not?
An eagle penis.
It's a take on traditional eagle tattoo.
Yeah.
Right?
But anyways, I mean, well done.
We
well
had a girl
done,
that
Trad.
worked in here that would have liked this tattoo.
Of course she would have. Anytime we can tattoo dicks on someone.
She puts these in every tattoo she does, whether she
Not
does
the balls,
it or not.
she puts penises.
Well, a little bit of both, to truth be told.
Anyways.
Yeah, I like this tattoo. I think it's fucking cool.
No, it's
I
really
think
well done.
Style
It's really
blend
funny.
is great. Like they got quite a bit of nice realistic shading in there for, well, cartoony realistic shading in there.
It's smooth.
And such a nice departure from the dark of the eagle that it really does stand out. I think it took you a second to realize what was happening.
No, I knew right away. I was just like, why?
Well, the thing is the dick behind the wing?
No, they have nice flesh tone though on the ball sack there.
Look at the nice natural highlight of the negative space around the curve of that ball.
Yeah.
That is some slick tattooing.
Well, I mean, this trad artists are just good. Good trad artists are just good.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the lines are nice.
they understand how to work with negative space like no one else because they don't do white typically, right? So they achieve a very white negative space.
Yeah, and they always have such nice whip shading. It's just so fun looking.
Yeah. No, this is a really cool tattoo.